My name is Gonçalo Crespo. I live in Switzerland and I live in Zurich in Switzerland. I would say that Tom Hess basically revolutionized the whole way that I've always thought about teaching. Um, I had a minimal experience with teaching before I joined the Elite Guitar Teachers Inner Circle program. I taught for about 2 years in a small music school in Portugal. I had some very limited experience at that time, and I had never heard about teaching in groups the way that we are taught in the program. I have never even thought about working on the students' mindsets, the mood that they have, what they're really looking for. I had always been taught or been thinking about a specific curriculum, and that's you go from point 1 to point 2 to point 3 to point 4, and it's just so dynamic the way that you approach the fun that the students really want versus just going through a specific set of steps. How you're really focused on giving the results, giving the value, giving the students what they need versus also or combining that with what you know that they really need, and all those elements of fun and all the innovative ideas, not only for your business but for what your students really want, and getting them to become the players that they really want to become, things that I had never even thought about. It just totally blew my mind ever since the first calls that I've had in the program, and it just keeps. I've been in the program for about 3 years now, and it's just I never really get tired of all the different ideas, the different strategies, and how it has helped me immensely throughout all my journey so far. In my life, I've always wanted to do things really well, and I figure that I have this experience, I have some knowledge about what I've taught so far, or the way that I've done things so far, but I really wanted to seek out professional knowledge from people that really knew what they were doing, and in a format that allowed me to absorb and then expand on my current knowledge, and really wanted to model the best people in the industry out there. And once I started getting into the program, it was really a no-brainer for me. I mean, just the overwhelming amount and really good quality of information that I've gotten from the first calls immediately showed me that I was in the right place to be. I really doubt, when I was looking for a mentor and when I was looking for information, I didn't really find a lot of information out there that could really help me, and the very little information that I found was incomplete, was ideas that either were not presented in a good way, were things that I really didn't think that resonated also with the values that I had at the time, and none of them really seemed professional. They just seemed like a bunch of stuff that somebody just wrote on a list or on a piece of paper, and they're trying to present it to you, and that's not totally what Tom Hess is about. So the way that I've been taught to teach my students, I believe that Tom Hess thinks in exactly the same way when he's trying to present information and trying to build up his students, even though maybe I'm not a physical guitar student of his, I'm a business student. It's in exactly the same way. The feeling that I had at the time with the focus on the quality and the presentation of the values what really got me into the program. There was nothing else like it when I was looking for it, and quite honestly, I don't really think that there's still something like it. From what I've heard, we have programs they're like, I don't know, spin-offs that are almost like rip-offs, let's say, but you don't have something that strikes the core, that presents the value, that gives you day after day, month after month, year after year, the value that you get from being in the program, coming to the events, talking with the people that are in the program. There's just nothing like it. It went from like totally being in minus 3,000 to becoming what I believe is a really, really good teacher. And I'm at a stage where I don't even think I've hit 10% of my potential. Not only do I now feel that I can take whoever they are at what level they are, even if they are at a better guitar playing level than I am, and I'm totally confident that I can get them to become the players that they want to be one day. Well, let's say that I am confident that I will be a millionaire in a very short period of time, whereas before I thought that this would be just something that I would do to follow my passion, but not really the money. Okay, so not only in terms of my business, which has improved massively, so I've gone from getting $0 a year to making multiple six figures in about a year and a half. It has given me the confidence to know that my business and my life will just be much bigger than I've ever thought was even possible. I look at my life when I will be 90 years old, and I think that it will be way bigger than I am dreaming that it will be right now. I am eternally thankful for finding you guys, for finding Tom Hess Music Corporation, for finding and having Tom Hess as my mentor, and I think that it's so life-changing that I'm almost kind of emotional talking about it here, but I think that there's no other person, no other corporation that I could have found that could have changed my life on such a profound level in terms of business, in terms of guitar playing, some musicianship, in terms of personal growth, which I actually think it's the biggest thing that has taken an impact in my life. It's the personal growth that then just reflects in all other areas in my life. So thank you. First of all is understanding that you can become obviously really wealthy and make a lot of money out of teaching guitar, opposed to what the typical beliefs are about teaching guitar and being a guitar teacher. I think that just joining in the overwhelming amount of information, as I said, in terms of how to do all of the different things in order to make your guitar teaching a success, making your business a success, making you fulfilled as a professional and as a person. And then the other thing that really comes with it, which I feel is the missing link on most other programs, is the support. Not only the support from your mentor, which is Tom Hess, but also the support from everyone else in the program, the whole team, and the thing that will really carry you and make you want to get there so that you eventually do get there. I think the forum is the fundamental part of all of this. I think that it's like when you're learning guitar, you can't just pick up a book, go through what's in it, and just, okay, now the knowledge is installed and I'm just going to play better. Even if you would have just like shut down the forum right now and just freeze it and take all the information that's there, you would have more than enough information for a lifetime of implementation of everything that you really want to do. It's the main key for me. It's the thing that gets me going. It's the thing that helps me to understand everything that comes in the calls, the information that gets dished out in the program, and it's the thing that allows you to have also that emotional support, if one could say that, where even when you get run down, even when you get overwhelmed, there's always someone that says the right thing or shows you the things in the right way, where then you just go, okay, that makes total sense, and then you're back on track and you're back and doing the things that you need to do. It's a lot of fun.